What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Catherine. Last time, we found ourselves back in the Stray Sheep. We managed to talk to quite a few people here, and we've learned a bit more of their stories. We've also received a few texts from both Catherines, however, neither one of them have responded back to us. In this episode, we are going to continue talking to some of the people here at the Stray Sheep and see what more we can learn. I don't think Johnny has much more to say, but does Justin have anything?
I drink and drink, but I can't get drunk. I'm gonna head home. Excuse me.
You got mail.
Apparently not. Did that drink just phase through the counter? It looked like this drink just phased through. Okay, well, got a text from Hey, Catherine. I'm really confused right now. I mean, you've been acting really strange this week. This has never happened before. I'm worried about us. Oh, that is a bad sign. Stop worrying.
No.
I'm sorry.
Nah.
Let's see. I really care.
No.
I'm tired. Let's see. See ya.
Nah.
I think Catherine is a bit more intelligent about that than you are, Vincent.
No.
Let's see. I'm tired.
Nah.
Okay, that's the exact same thing. So, apologetic. I'm sorry about that. I need to make sure I'm ready emotionally. That's an interesting thing to say.
Nah.
I'm getting cold. No! Now.
No.
And those are the only two things. Okay. Need to make sure I'm ready emotionally. Let's get together and talk things out soon.
Nah.
I need to get my act together. I mean, I think this is a good text. He realizes that he's being strange. It's like, I know I've been acting weird. It's just, there's a lot going on. And realistically, that's true. I mean, when someone gets the news that they're going to be a parent, people will respond in very differently. So, the fact that Vincent is acting weird, yeah, there's a very clear reason for that, but partially it is because he's got a lot of responsibility. He would have to take care of this child. And it also would mean that he would have to get married, or at the very least, that's what's implied. And that sort of thing, just being told that information, people are going to respond very differently. So, I think this is probably the best thing to do. So the response is, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I need to make sure I'm ready emotionally. Let's get together and talk things out soon. Alright, let's send it. Because it does show a willingness.
Oh, it's Catherine.
Well, let's pick it up.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Well, oh yeah, have you eaten the cake I brought you?
Oh, sorry, not yet.
I see.
Catherine?
Vincent, have you been busy recently, or do you have something bothering you?
Why do you ask?
I mean, you seem to have been thinking about something for the past few days. Well, I can tell.
Oh, well,
I'm sorry. I'll call you later. Bye.
Interesting. No chances to respond, but it does show that Catherine is observant. I mean, Vincent has been acting weird, but he's been acting weird because, well, because of C. Catherine. But of course, Vincent can't say that. So, it does show that K. Catherine is perceptive. She doesn't know everything that's going on, but she knows something is going on with Vincent. Something isn't quite right. And it's not just the news that she's been giving him. So, that's probably a bad thing for Vincent, but she's open about it. She isn't hiding that information. I think that dictates some level of trust. And a level that says, hey, you can tell me anything. Well, let's see what Daniel, if Daniel has anything more to say. Probably not, but we can check.
I'm not wrong.
They're okay. Hey Erica, do you have anything to say?
Does Johnny seem a bit gloomy to you? Did something happen?
We don't mess around, man.
I'm seriously worried about him. He always hides his problems, right?
Yeah, huh?
You guys are still just kids, only your bodies grew up.
Well, I'm not exactly sure that Erica's wrong about that. Because, I mean, how you interact with your friends, it typically, especially if you're childhood friends, you do act like kids again, really, at least for the most part. I mean, just how to respond to certain circumstances, I mean, that differs from person to person and their own experiences. Sometimes people are forced to grow up quickly, and sometimes people just don't grow up at all. With Vincent, I don't think he's really... It's hard to judge, because we don't really know that much about Vincent outside of his relationship with the Catherines. Because primarily, it's not really important for our story to really know that much about him. At least that part of him. So it's hard to really tell. And really, with how much choice that the player has, that also dictates how mature that he responds. Whether or not he goes for a full-blown playa? Or play... Did I seriously just say it like that? Whether he's a player with C. Catherine, or he's mature and responsible with K. Catherine, or he just doesn't care at all. That's all on the role of the player. So it's very interesting seeing it from Vincent's standpoint, but also from Johnny's, and really even this extends to Toby and Orlando. Toby by far is the most childish, but I would wager that Johnny is one of the more mature out of the bunch. So the fact that Erica mentions that Johnny is still acting like a kid, she probably knows something that we don't, or at the very least we as the player don't.
Is that Rapunzel game any good? I tried it because Todd, my boss, was into it. It's a lot of pushing and pulling, just like relationships with women. Nothing but trouble.
Interesting. Also, I'm actually surprised at just how many different times we can actually talk to people. I mean, there's no one to talk to right here. And there's no text to respond to. We could talk to the boss, or we could talk to Johnny. Why don't we talk to Johnny and then the boss and see what goes from there?
I'm gonna have another drink. If you're going home, be careful.
Yeah.
Oh, text.
You got mail.
Let me guess who it's from. It's from C. Catherine, isn't it? No, it's from Venus. That's different. Your fellow customers. It seems that the regular patrons of the Stray Sheep have deep issues. If you ignore them, they may stop coming to the bar, and they may even end up on the news. Be sure to speak to them and keep encouraging them. Interesting. But what does that mean about encouraging them? Also, I don't like it that it mentions the news, and it does reaffirm my fear. The fact that these people that we've seen in the dream world, and the fact that the news is still covering the story. I mean, if we don't see them at the Stray Sheep, there's a good chance that they died. So far, we haven't really lost anyone, although I haven't seen Todd. That's starting to worry me a bit. But why don't we talk to the boss and see if he has any insight?
The news. It's all about the recent chain of deaths. Just between you and me, it seems an acquaintance of one of our customers has passed away.
It's just a coincidence.
Well, I don't believe in curses either. But to incur the grudge of a female is a horrifying thing. You see, my wife left me. When she was away on vacation, I brought a young lady home, just having a little fun. And then she comes home all of a sudden. After that, she's swinging all kinds of improvised weaponry at me. Phew, what a night.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but still, I love my wife even now. She's a classy lady.
Then maybe there's no reason for you to worry about the curse. I mean, if cheating is the cause of the curse, everything's already been taken care of, right?
I see. You're right. Maybe that's why I don't have strange nightmares?
Besides, it's just a rumor anyway. It's stupid. Well, the news will just move on once they figure out what's causing this.
Oh, I'm afraid to look at the news now. An acquaintance of one of the customers. Is that why Archie's by himself? I was afraid that that would have been the case. Oh, and Daniel left. I'm worried about Daniel. It mentioned about something about encouraging them, and I'm not sure if that means that I have to work towards the lawful side. I'm basically using the terms law and chaos just from Shin Megami Tensei terms, whether or not they apply explicitly into this circumstance. But I wonder if I have to respond the more lawful ways, or maybe there are just different ways of responding. Because I'm worried a bit about Daniel right now. Archie doesn't have anything new to say. Neither does Johnny. We could talk to Erica a little more.
I've been getting the feeling like people keep staring at me. Maybe I'm showing a little too much cleavage.
It's just you.
Hey, don't shoot me down just like that with 3 words. Come on. I know you sneak a peek at me every so often.
No, I don't.
3 words again?
Well, I'm not sure exactly how to respond to that. It's like, well, Vincent does have a girlfriend. And then I thought, well, what's the whole point of this game, though? Okay. But Erica still has more to say, so why don't we talk to her a little more?
You guys are still just kids. Only your bodies grew up.
Just about stuff about Johnny, huh? And these guys are still here. Well, you know, why don't we actually have a drink? And because I don't want to get into a spot where I'm forced to leave again. So let's have a drink.
When you drink, you can raise your intoxication level up to 3 times. How drunk Vincent gets corresponds to how fast he moves that night in his nightmare.
But it doesn't seem to... Huh. All it mentions is that drinking increases his speed. There doesn't seem to be any downside to that, though.
Owen, I am pregnant.
She's pregnant, and here I am cheating for a third time. What am I doing?
Poor Vincent. I mean, he wants to do the right thing. At the very least, that's how the morality meter currently is for him. And yet he's just caught in this tangled mess. Does the boss have anything more to say?
After that rumor started, everyone seems to be a bit more tired than usual. Are the nightmares because of lack of sleep? Even if they were, they're all happening at once.
Well, shucks, it's late. I'm tired today. I should go home and get some rest.
Vincent wants to leave. And it seems like Archie left. Okay, well, he mentioned that he should be leaving. But there's nothing else that we can really do, it seems. Well, this seems to be a good opportunity for me to at least raise up that alcohol level and see how much of a difference that actually makes.
I know this is sudden, but here's some trivia for you, as you seem to have finished your glass.
Okay.
Did you know the United States outlawed alcohol between 1920 and 1933?
Yeah, it's called Prohibition.
It is said that this very prohibition paved a way for the cocktail culture to bloom.
Huh?
Alcohol made in secret tended to taste terrible, so people began mixing it with anything and everything to make it more enjoyable.
Well, they had to make it themselves in that case. Would have been essentially like... Would it have been essentially moonshine? I guess that would have been part of it.
These are the roots of the modern cocktail. The more you stamp on a weed, the more it thrives. My, that's deep.
Self-aware narrators are interesting.
And that was the cocktail trivia for tonight.
Empty already? Yo, Erica, I got an order.
Can I get you something else?
Ooh, we can even choose different things. So we can either choose whiskey, cocktail, beer, or sake. No, let's try whiskey. See how that works.
Whiskey.
You got it. Here you go.
Okay, well, let's go from here. See, bottoms up.
All that alcohol is bad for your liver. Hurry up. I've been looking forward to your trial.
Did I just hear something?
Oh, great. The voice in the confessionals here. Or at the very least... Wait! How's he in our head, though? Well, I suppose dreams are a fabrication of the mind, but still... Well, at the very least, drinking doesn't take up time, so... Bottoms up.
Why do I keep cheating? Why can't I just tell her I have a girlfriend?
Because... Well... To be honest, I'm not sure why he couldn't before. Really, he wasn't really given much of an opportunity. For... this past morning... That was certainly not a good opportunity to really tell her that. But, we have to push her away. We have to push C. Catherine away. Otherwise, it's just gonna keep going on. And what's happening with K. Catherine, that is absolutely the last thing that can happen.
I know this is sudden, but here's some trivia about whiskey, now that you've emptied your glass.
More alcohol trivia! Hooray!
Have you ever heard of the term angel's share?
No.
During the aging process, some whiskey will be lost to evaporation. This is called the angel's share. I hear that if they seal it so it doesn't evaporate, the whiskey doesn't have that nice aroma. What a fancy way of saying it. And that was the trivia for tonight.
Empty already?
You still want a drink?
Probably not. Vincent's already drunk as he can. So we probably wouldn't benefit much. Although we could get some more trivia. Probably wouldn't be in the best interest.
No, I'm cool.
Besides, we probably wouldn't hear the end of it from Erica. Okay. Oh man, Vincent is wobbly. He doesn't seem to be any different in control. Maybe slightly slower. Doesn't seem to be any different. It's not like the interactions really seem to be much different anyway. Anything new at the jukebox, or... Nope. Okay. Well, technically we haven't wasted any time. Alright, I don't want to look at it, but I feel like I've got to, just so that way I know the truth.
This is our latest in the coverage of the mysterious weakening death epidemic. Matthew Miller was found dead today. We retraced his footsteps from the day before as part of our investigation.
This epidemic, a horrible mess.
According to his mother, who spoke with him on the phone, after that point he'd been plagued with nightmares.
Matthew Miller? So it wasn't Todd? Maybe it was Todd. I'm not sure. You know, to be honest, I don't think I've ever gone in the restroom, though. Is there anything to even do in here? I mean, we could enter the stall. We could wash our face. Wait a minute. Wait. Is that Teddy? Is that a poster of Teddy right here? It looks I'm pretty sure that is. Huh. That's interesting. So what does it mean to wash the well, to be honest, we don't really have anything more to do, so why not? Let's wash our face.
Whoa! Getting tired?
It's scary, isn't it? I'll be waiting for you at the quadrangle. You'll be frozen with fear.
This voice. Huh?
Quadrangle? That must be what our next trial is. And yeah, that is Teddy. It even says on the poster, Kuma, which is the Japanese word for bear, and also Teddy's Japanese name. So yes, that is Teddy. Okay. It actually doesn't seem like Johnny's going to be leaving. You sure he doesn't have anything more to say?
I'm gonna have another drink. If you're going home, be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Seems like we've exhausted everything that we can do. I mean, we could go in the stall, but I think we're fine. So now that we've exhausted pretty much everything that we can do here at the Stray Sheep, we're gonna go ahead and call it a day. So, next time on Let's Play Catherine, we're done with our business here at the Stray Sheep, which means we've got another nightmare to get through, it seems. The quadrangle, huh? Well, There are 8 floors. We've been told consistently, excuse me, that there are 8 floors that we have to get through. We're halfway there, but we're gonna have to endure another 4 days before these nightmares stop. I just hope our friends here at the Stray Sheep are also doing alright. I'd hate to think of anything bad that would happen to them. So until next time, everyone, take care.